Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to episode number 33 of Bedtime Stories with VJ. Who's VJ? I'm VJ, and I have come to you with another story. This story is a little bit from true life and a little bit of fiction. What is fiction? Fiction means where you make up a story. So half the portion of the story is real and some of it is fictional. So you learned a new word today, fictional. So, welcome to Bedtime Stories with VJ. This is episode number 33, and these bedtime stories are written by me, VJ, exclusively for all those children who are listening to me. These stories bring to you stories of courage, stories of valor, stories of strength, stories of kindness, stories that bring out the good in you. Hi Divisha, I love Divisha because it comes for all my stories and I know she listens to me intently. I do hope Divisha is able to share these stories with her friends too. And the idea is that you not just share the link to Facebook or YouTube, but you also share the stories. So I want you children to be sharing the stories, as in telling the stories to your friends when you play with them. All right. So, what is today's story? Today's story is about a giraffe who lived to tell the tale. What does that mean? It means that this giraffe faced a very difficult situation, and yet he was able to triumph in about all of that. He was able to become the victor and he was able to save his life. So, this story is about this giraffe who lives in Africa and he faced a very, very tough situation. And he was able to save himself, and then he lived to tell the story, or he lived to tell the tale. Tale, tale means story. All right. So, today I'm going to talk about this giraffe. This giraffe, let's say remember we had shared a story about Ginny the giraffe. Ginny who wanted to explore everything, experience everything, and Ginny who wanted to put her head into the fox's burrow, and how all the animals in the forest made a burrow for Ginny up in the mountains so that she could put her head in and experience what a fox's burrow looks like. So let's say this little giraffe of ours is a friend of Ginny. Okay. And one day, this giraffe, let's give him a name. Let's call him, no, let's make her a girl and let's call her Gail. So one day, Gail the giraffe was walking around the jungle, eating leaves and shrubs, reaching out to the topmost branch of a tree and the slurping out all those fresh, juicy leaves and berries. She was walking and eating and chewing, and she was enjoying her meal. And you know what? Sitting in the bushes, not too far away, was a pride of lions. What do I mean by pride of lions? I mean a group of lions. A huge group of lions is called pride of lions. So let me adjust my microphone so that you can all hear me clearly. Okay. So, hiding not far away from where Gale the giraffe was eating the fresh fruits and berries and the tiny fresh shoots off the topmost branch of a tree, were a pride of lions. They were quietly sitting there, and watching Gale the giraffe. At first, one of the female lions stretched, and then she nudged the other one. And the other one said, "What is it? Let me sleep." So this lioness said, "No, no. Look, I can see a juicy giraffe. Look at her." So the other lioness said, "Let me be. I want to sleep." So the first lioness said, "Are you mad? Look at her. She's all alone. This giraffe has no other giraffes with her. She's walking all alone. She won't be able to save herself." So the second lioness sat up and then she yawned. And then she said, "Let me see. Where is this giraffe?" So the first lioness said, "Are you blind? Can you not see the giraffe standing there? Do you want me to bring the giraffe to you?" So the second lioness said, "Okay, you don't need to be so sarcastic. Let me look." And then she looked, and then her eyes became wide because Gale the giraffe was indeed very juicy. She was big and fat, and her legs were this big. Imagine what a feast she would be for the lions, for the pride of lions. The pride of lions, had 6 lionesses in there, and 2 of the lionesses had baby cubs too. So imagine एक पूरे हफ्ते का खाना हो जाता. So the second lioness also said, "Mmm, she really looks juicy. We must do something. Let's go catch her." And slowly, the first lioness and the second lioness nudged all the other 4 lionesses. How many did I say? I said there were 6 lionesses. So the first and the second one woke up the 4 other lionesses and said, "Let's go, let's go capture that giraffe, and we can have a feast. We can eat, and we can have full bellies, and for the rest of the week, we will not have to hunt. We can rest our arms in the shade." How nice. So slowly all the other lionesses got up. They stretched their neck, they stretched their paws, and they all went "Rawr, rawr." Hearing this, Gale the giraffe heard the lionesses. So she looked, and she looked, and she looked, and then she spotted the lionesses. But Gale was not too concerned. You know, when lions attack, when any wild animal attacks a giraffe, you know what the giraffe does to save itself? The giraffe uses its long limbs to kick them away. And the giraffe's kick is very, very powerful. So most carnivorous animals do not really attack giraffes, but only if they are in a group. So all these 6 lionesses and 2 baby cubs in the pride of lions decided, "We are strong enough. There are so many of us. We can attack and kill this giraffe, and we will have food for a week." So they slowly, slowly crept up to Gale the giraffe. Now Gale saw them coming, but she was not too perturbed. She said, "They can't do much to me." And then To her surprise, the very first lioness jumped on her and grabbed her by her neck. She jumped on her back like this. So the giraffe is like this. She jumped on her back. And Gail got the start of her life. Gail did not expect them to jump on her back. When the first one jumped on her back, the other one came from the front and jumped on her neck. So Gail had one lioness on her back, one lioness hanging from her neck. This time Gail got a little scared. Oh my God, they've come to really attack me. They've come to seriously bite me. They've come to kill me. Oh my God. And then you know what happened? And then slowly the giraffe, Gail the giraffe, had a lion on her back, had a lion on her side, had 4 lions on her leg. Do you want to see how that looks? Like this. Can you see? There is a lioness here and there are 2 lionesses at the legs. Poor Gail. Does Gail look scared to you? Yes. And then what happened? And then slowly the lions latched on. They held her. Now Gail thought, I can run. But if I run, they can outrun me. They are faster than me. I can kick. So she kicked and kicked and kicked and kicked. First kick, one lioness went flying. Second kick, this second lioness went flying. But the lioness on the neck refused to leave. So Gail did this and this and this and this and kicked and kicked and kicked and kicked and swished and shacked and do and she moved around and all of that. But the lioness who was on Gail's back refused to leave her back. And this is how she was. Poor Gail. She was now getting desperate. So she slowly moved ahead. She slowly moved ahead. As she moved, the lionesses would come and catch hold of her leg. And they hung on to her leg. So when she could move her front paws, but her back paws, both the paws had 2 lionesses each on them. But even then, Gail kept pushing and pulling her legs and slowly moving ahead and moving ahead and moving ahead. And Gail was getting very, very tired. So she rested for a while and she thought, if I panic now, I will surely not be able to think straight. And if I can't think straight, these lionesses will definitely kill me. So what do? I have to do something. I have to do something. If I panic, when you're very anxious and when you're very scared, you do things without really thinking. And then what happens? Kuch to gadbad hota hi hai. So what did our Gail do? She stood there and she thought, I will regain my strength. Let me stand still. Let me regain my breath. Let me take 2 deep breaths. Let me think with a calm mind. And I'm sure I can find a way. Maybe somebody will come and help me. Maybe the other giraffes will come. Who knows? Maybe the lionesses will get tired and go. Who knows? It is a possibility. So what did our Gail do? Our Gail kept pushing her neck ahead, kept pulling her legs, and kept walking and walking and walking. The lionesses were getting fed up. Why is this giraffe not falling down? If she falls down only, can we completely attack her neck and kill her? If she falls down only, can we bite her and rip her flesh apart? If she falls down, then only can we eat her. But no, Gail was not falling down. Gail had no plans of falling down. Instead, Gail the giraffe wanted to live. She was determined to save herself. She was determined to live a life. And she was determined not to be defeated by these lionesses. So Gail kept walking ahead, and the lions kept holding on to her leg, and she kept dragging them with her. Slowly, slowly, she walked from one bush to the second bush to the third bush. All the while, she kept pulling these lionesses along with her. And the lionesses kept being dragged and dragged and dragged. It was a very funny situation because the attackers were suddenly like rags being pulled through the jungle floor. Soon, you know what happened? A group of tourists came in their jeeps. Gail the giraffe sighed, heaved a sigh of relief. She thought that maybe these tourists who have come on a jungle safari will save her. But what did the tourists do? They said, "Oh, it's a lion attack. Let's click pictures." And they took out their cameras to take pictures of the lions attacking Gail the giraffe. Now Gail was getting very desperate. There were tears rolling down her eyes. Her feet were paining because the lionesses had bit onto it. Her back was paining because one of the lionesses was clinging onto her back. You want to see that picture again? Here, see? You can see this lioness. It's like she's doing a piggyback ride on giraffe. And look at these ones. They're all holding onto her leg. Slowly, 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 Gail kept walking and walking. And 1 hour passed. 1 hour, these lionesses were stuck onto Gail, and it's been 1 hour that these lionesses are trying to drop Gail the giraffe, and it's been 1 hour that Gail has been walking with determination through the jungle floor. The lionesses were getting tired. Two of the lionesses left the leg that they were holding. Then the other two came and they grabbed onto the legs. Poor, poor Gail. She was one fighting against six. She was getting tired, and wherever the lionesses had bit her, she was bleeding. So she was losing blood also. But our Gail was very determined. She refused to let the lionesses take her down. So she kept walking and walking and walking, and the lionesses kept holding on to her. They would leave her, they would jump back again and bite her, and then leave her, and then bite. The one who was climbing onto the giraffe, he fell down, she fell down. The next lionesses jumped back on her, and this went on and on and on for a long, long, long time. They were keeping on biting her, they were keeping on hurting her. But our friend Gail the giraffe never lost hope. She kept walking. And then you know what she did? She needed strength. So she put out her tongue and stripped some leaves off the branch. And she kept chewing it. So the tourists were very happy. Oh, what a funny sight. There is a giraffe who's eating like she has no care in the world. And there are these lionesses who are attacking her. When will they bring the giraffe down? Oh, when will we see a good game? When will we see something interesting? That's how tourists are. Especially tourists who go on jungle safaris. We're so excited to see, oh, this is action. Action bhi hai, drama bhi hai. Oh my God. But our focus here is Gail the giraffe. Gail the giraffe never gave up hope. She kept walking ahead. She kept munching leaves. And you know why she was munching leaves? Because she needed the strength. She kept walking ahead. She refused to fall down. And soon 2 hours passed. Now the baby cubs were getting very tired. What is Mama doing? She's there only hanging on to that giraffe. We're getting hungry now. So they growled, "Crow, crow, Mama, Mama." So Mama Lioness went and fed them, gave them milk. They were getting very tired. So the cubs went to sleep. And the Mama Lion came back to attack the giraffe. They bit her, they bit Gail the giraffe, and they hung on to her. The fourth lioness came running and jumped onto Gail. And this time she lashed onto her shoulder. Gail winced. Ugh! It was hurting her. It was paining. It was bleeding. But even then, Gail refused to give up. And Gail kept walking and walking and walking. And soon it was 3 hours. For 3 hours, the lionesses had been attacking Gail the giraffe, and for 3 hours, Gail the giraffe was standing tall. She did not lose her patience. She did not lose her wit. She did not get anxious. She did not get scared. She remained very strong. She remained very determined. And then it was 5 hours. 5 hours the lionesses had clung on to Gail the giraffe, and 5 hours Gail the giraffe had stood strong without falling down, without becoming weak, or without being scared. And then you know what happened? At the end of 5 hours, the lionesses got tired. The lionesses said, "This giraffe is not going to fall. This giraffe is not going to be our meal. Why are we wasting our strength on her? If we had attacked some other small animal, we could have already finished our dinner by now. This deed giraffe, this giraffe who's so stubborn, this giraffe who refuses to fall down, how will we ever eat her?" And saying that, the lionesses jumped off her back. The lionesses let go of her leg, and the lionesses went back to rest in the shade of the shrubs. And our friend Gail the giraffe lived to tell the tale. Did you like the story? And this is a true story. This is a story that really happened. This is a story that happened in the jungles of Africa, and this giraffe is a real giraffe. I've given her a name. I'm calling her Gail because I think all my characters should have names. But this giraffe was really very strong. She survived the attack of the lions on her. She survived the 5 hours of pain, and she lived. Why? Because had not lose her confidence. She did not lose her courage. She did not lose her patience. She did not lose her strength, and she did not lose the belief that she had in herself. How do you like the story? If you want to see if this is a true story or not, you can search for this link of the. Actually, I have it here somewhere. Let me see if I can show you the. Uh, if I can show you the the video. Yes, let me try and show you the video, because you know what, when I saw the video myself, I was so impressed. I said, wow, this is indeed some giraffe. So I will show you the, let me see. Yes. I will show you the giraffe story. Let me go to the slide. Let me go to the slide. Let me play this. Saw? You see? You see how they are jumping on her? Do you see how they're holding on to her? Do you see that? See how he's climbing up, how she's climbing up? And and this is the sound of all the tourists who are taking photos instead of saving the giraffe. And then see how she's walking ahead? She refused to give up. She remained strong. See? See? And now there they are. There they are. And there she's free. Free of those lions. Did you like that? So if you search on the internet, you will see this video. And I'm telling you, I'm so proud of that giraffe because she was able to do the unthinkable. She was able to stay alive despite the lions attacking her. She was able to stay alive because she stayed calm and quiet and patient. She did not let the situation unravel her. And that is what my children should do. If you are faced with a very tough situation, you must keep calm. You must take a deep breath and you must think of a way to get out of the situation. All right. So, with that, I end tonight's story, episode 33 of Bedtime Stories with VJ. And I shall see you again on Friday with another story, with another hero, with another story of courage and patience and love and kindness. All right. Good night. Take care. If you like the story, please let me know. Drop me a comment, and I will be so happy to respond to all of you. And if you do like the story, do subscribe to my channel. Do share this link with all your friends, and do come back the next time I come back with the story. Good night. Take care. See you.